Well, today I want to do a little bit of something to the hot rod. This is my 37 Ford. It's a Minotti kit. They were out of Florida back quite a while ago. Got a TCI frame, Mustang 2 front end, 9-inch Ford, parallel 4-link in the back, 502 Chevy, single 4-barrel, and a turbo 400. It's been pretty good. It was built 15-20 years ago by my dad, and I picked it up when they moved down here. And it's not a bad riding car for what it is. I had to do some work on the front end suspension when I got it because it was a little wore out, because it got over 15,000 miles on it. But it has, over the past few years that I have had it, developed a couple of leaks. And one of them is really getting ridiculous. This disaster is transmission fluid, and it's gotten so bad that the last time I fired it up, which was Wednesday, I took it to work for a car show on Thursday, it wouldn't move. It was down about 2.5 quarts of transmission fluid. Now, granted, it'd been sitting for a while, because I don't drive this too terribly often. I need to start driving it more, but I need to get under there and figure it out. About a year ago, I went in and I redid the pan because the gasket was junk, so I resealed the trans pans. I don't think that's it, but what I do think it is, I think it's coming out of where the speedometer cable goes into the transmission. I think that's my leak. So that is what I'm going to attempt to do today. First thing I'm going to do is jack this up so I can get under it. Alright, so I think I've got a couple of different leaks. The pan is nice and dry, so that's fixed, which is good. But I got a lot of fluid in the back, and showing up on this adapter piece that is running the little encoder for the speedometer. You can see it all wet back here. So I think that's one. And then it's kind of dripping onto the shifter cable and making its way forward. So that's what's going on there. But this is all dry, so I don't think I have a leak at the pan. But the other thing I noticed, as I squeak past the world's smallest exhaust that's ever been put on a big block, is you can see those connectors, or those hose clamps for the oil cooler lines for the transmission. I got a little bit of fluid up there too, although I don't really see a lot on that, but I do see a drip down there. So there may be a line that's bad, or just something here that I need to deal with. I think the first thing I'm going to do is take a look at this thing over here, see if there's an O-ring or something in there that's going bad, or what it is that's supposed to be sealing that, and see if I can figure out a way to fix it. So I got this off, and it doesn't look bad, other than it was really kind of full of oil. So I cleaned it off a little bit. And this is the encoder, and it's also got a whole bunch of oil in and around and on it. And the attachment point here, the drive, it's got a lot of oil on the outside, seems to be coming out of the threaded area, but not a whole heck of a lot coming out of where I would think it would be leaking, out of this O-ring that this whole housing is attached with. So I'm not sure what's going on, but it seems like it's leaking out of the center section rather than necessarily this O-ring. But I'm gonna take this thing now and pull it apart and drop oil all over the place, and then see if I can figure out how this thing is supposed to be sealed. Okay, so strangely I didn't dump oil all over myself, but the bracket that holds it in is pretty dry. the O-ring is pretty flat, and the gear looks like there's an O-ring in there too, and it's not really very good. So that's all I can think that I need to do. But right now I notice that this gear has a couple of teeth taken off of it. It's never really acted up, but I'll count the teeth on this thing and see if I can find a replacement gear and possibly some O-rings locally. Just found something else interesting. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like that O-ring in there is supposed to be held in with a circlip, and the circlip seems to be out of position. So it's possible, this is probably worn out now because it's been running on an angle, it's possible that that O-ring wasn't quite seated properly because that circlip wasn't quite where it was supposed to be, or it just slipped out, and that may be what's causing my leak. And for what it's worth, it's a 39 tooth gear, which according to this is acceptable for this holder. So I'm going to see if I can find a 39 tooth gear and these seals and see what we can do. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what I'm even looking at here. Clean that out, and there is no circlip groove. And then you had this seal, the circlip was sitting on top of it, but underneath that was an O-ring. I don't really understand that. So I'm going to have to go figure out exactly how this thing is supposed to be sealed, because this is a little strange. Well, I guess that's all it's supposed to be, although the O-ring is kind of weird why that's in there. But of course these are not readily available parts anywhere, so I had to order them so I can get this car back on the ground. I'm going to clean all this up, put it back together a little bit, and then go about my business trying to see if I can fix the other potential leak up by the transmission cooler line. Okay, so I put that back, and it's just kind of chilling for now. Got the Speedo tucked up out of the way for the moment, but I've got this pink goo, and a fair bit of it, running out of the frame. I have no idea what this is. Hard to hold stuff on here because it's kind of snug. There doesn't appear to be anywhere that it's coming from above. Everything is clean, but it's running out of the frame, and I already wiped that off and it came back quickly, and there's a little indication of some coming out of that one. So that's basically a little piece of maybe 1/2 by 2 or 1¾ by 2 box tubing. But I have no idea what that is, so I'm going to pop these holders for the brake lines off and see what comes out. Okay, well that's entertaining. That frame rail is full of pink goo. What it is, I don't know. It smells like transmission fluid, and my transmission fluid is definitely going somewhere. But how the wide world of sports it's getting into my frame, I don't know. So I'm going to try to take this other one off, see if we can stem the tide and then maybe start doing some digging as far as what the hell's going on here. What in the hell is this? I popped the bolt out that holds the brake light, the brake switch, and that's what we got. What the hell is that? Where is that? First off, how is that getting into the frame? And second off, what the what is going on? That is something. I mean, that's pretty spectacular. Okay, I have no idea what's going on, but I'm going to start looking for how transmission fluid is getting into this frame. Good grief. All right, so a few days have passed and we're back here again. Got my new gear, my little seal kit. Now we're going to disassemble this thing. Pick that little seal back out of there and start putting her back together. Got the new outer O-ring on, greased up with my ultra super secret high priority O-ring lube. And here's the new shaft seal, which similar to the other one, but doesn't have this other O-ring. So I don't know what that O-ring was for. Maybe that was an attempt to try to stop it leaking years ago, but anyway, here's the new one and the new little circlip that holds it in, or stabilizes it, I guess. So now we're gonna insert that. And there she is. What I will say is that seal and circlip was a lot more snug fitting than the one that came out of it. So we'll see if that can help solve my problem. Didn't seem like anything was coming out of the frame when I was under there pulling this back off, so I think that draining that helped. My guess is that this thing has been weeping for a long time out of this, going through the shaft that connects to the transducer, and was just dripping perfectly onto the frame, where over the 20 years or so it's been able to capillary action weep down some screws and fill that frame rail up. So, well, we're going to put this back, clean it up one more time, hook the speedometer back up, and see if it works. And there she is, back in the car, all hooked up to the transducer. Everything's fairly clean, certainly less drippy than it was. So now we're going to put this back, I guess. There, put the shifter cable back and see that the speedometer works. Going to take it out for a quick drive. Then we're going to clean up the garage and park it for a little bit and see if she's still dripping.